If you've never made a TikTok video before, but you want to learn how, this is your quick start guide. Hit this button right here in the bottom where it says plus, and that is how you start a video. Now, it can be just as simple as pressing this red button and saying, hello, I'm making a video, and then you're done. You just hit the check mark, and then that can be it. You can hit next and you can post it. I just pressed back. You can delete by going right here. Keep or discard. I'm going to discard that and I'm going to start over. I want to use a sound. How do I do that? Right up here it says add sound. Click on add sound. It takes you to this nice little place where you can peruse different trending sounds or sounds that TikTok wants you to use. Up here at the top, you can search. I'm going to just search for my own music because I know then I won't get taken down for copyright on here. You just type it right up here and search. It's going to bring up all these different sounds here. If you want to hear the sound before you choose it, you can click this little white play button right here. It's going to play it. If you want to use it sometime, but not necessarily for this video, you can click this little bookmark button right here to save it to your favorites for later. Let's choose this song by clicking the red check mark right there. This little magic wand thing here is for the retouching, and then this is for the flash. Hello. You can only use that if you're using the back facing camera. If you're using the front camera, I would recommend getting in front of like a window or using just some kind of light source that's coming toward you, not necessarily from above. You can also decide where in the song you want your video to start, which is really awesome. Click right here. This takes you back to all the sounds, but at the bottom is your chosen sound. Scissor icon, click this, and then you can decide where in the song you want your video to start. I am going to utilize this function here that I really like, this stopwatch with a little number 3 here. If you press that, this comes up at the bottom. The music starts playing. And then you can choose by dragging this red line, you can choose where you want the recording to end, which is extremely helpful if you're far away from your phone. Maybe you're doing a dance and you can't be pressing stop. So we're going to do a very simple transition video for this example, and I'm just going to choose a part where it kind of makes sort of a change. So do-do-do-do. Right there it kind of goes down. So that's what we're going to do. Start countdown. I'm going to put my hand over the camera. To check that, you can click on this red check mark and make sure that it is fine. That's fine. And then just click up here to go back. For the second part, let's use an effect or a filter. Down here in this corner, you have all your effects that you can choose from. Homelander eyes. Homelander from The Boys. Love it. That's what we're going to use. All right. So also you can utilize this bookmark here, the bookmark icon, to save it to your favorites for later. Effects, favorites, it's just right here. You can just click that and it's going to show all the effects that you've saved for later. So that's very easy. And if you want to take the effect off, you can click that right there. But we do want to use this effect. So I'm just going to click that again. That effect is called lasers. Back to our trusty little icon here. We're just going to choose where the video ends. And remember, we want to, for this transition, we want to start with our hand here and then take a very simple transition. Here we go. Simple, easy. Let's see what it looks like. So silly. Let's do a little editing. Now for me personally, once I get to this stage where I've shot the video, I save it to my drafts just in case the phone glitches or something happens. I don't want to lose my work. So I'm going to hit next and then I'm going to hit drafts, and that's going to save my work into the drafts, which your drafts folder is your first icon on your profile. So we're going to click that to get to the draft. It's this one right here. When you're ready to edit, there's a lot of different things that you can do. A lot. You can put words on the screen by using the letters up here, the A. You can put stickers. You can do all kinds of GIFs and lots of different things, emojis, etc. to add effects. Here you can change your filter. I usually don't use this much, but there's a bunch of different filters here a lot of people use. The thing that I would probably do is just click on original. Here just sort of brings up the vibrancy, the saturation just a little bit. And then just click anywhere within here just to get out of there. In-app editing, you don't have to use a separate app. Click right here, this little play button with the little split function here. Click there to get to the editing. There's an undo, that little arrow. Notice on this particular video we made is you can just slide here just to move along, is that right here, the transition didn't work too great because the effect didn't take effect right away. But we can edit that little part out, no problem. Because that's the thing about effects is like it has to see your face for it to actually materialize. So if you're doing something like this, it's not going to see you. I like to zoom in just so that I can actually really get in there. And you're going to use your fingers to do that. Just pinch right. For our purposes, let's do it right underneath the music, which is in purple. Just come here and just squeeze. I do like that you can kind of see my hand here a little bit. So I'm just going to get to there and I'm going to click at the bottom where it says edit and then click again where it says split. That just chopped it right there. But then we need an ending chop before we can take that part out. So the ending chop will be right where the effect starts, which is right there. Here, tap on this, tap split, tap here. That's the little part we don't like. Scroll over here and hit delete. It's gone. Now, if we scroll to the beginning and press play, yeah, that's much better, see? It's such a dumb video. Now, if you wanted to put like a picture of something, you can click overlay right here and just select it from your files. You can also add more effects by clicking here at the bottom where it says effects. These have been recently updated. There's a whole bunch of cool things here. This one, something's wrong, is like a quick zoom in, so that's very cool. The first time you click on it, it's going to kind of download it to your phone or your device. So it might take a minute and then you might have to press it again. See, that zoomed right in. Now, if you want to edit where the zoom in happens, I'm going to pinch this to zoom out right here. Boom, boom, boom. You can literally just tap on this and drag it wherever you want that zoom in to happen. So I've moved it, so we press play here and it's zooming in there instead. You can also adjust when the zoom in start, like how long that zoom is gonna be in effect. If you move it from this side, from the end, then watch what's gonna happen. You're zoomed in and suddenly you're back to being zoomed out because the effect is no longer there. Now, I don't really want this effect on here, so I'm just gonna highlight it by tapping on it and then click delete. You can also change the music in this editing. So let's just press this back button to get out of the effects window. And then right here, that's the music. So you can do the same thing. You can trim it. You can move it. If you don't want the music throughout the whole video, you can move it to wherever you want it to be. Whatever you want for whatever purposes. Like if you were gonna do a Larry David thing, you would just want that to come at the very end. You would just move the sound to the very end. Easy. This was not always the case on TikTok. It was just, you had the whole sound throughout the whole video. So this is a really cool update. I am gonna just hit the undo button because I want the sound to go throughout the whole video. And what else can I show you? Oh, you could also change the sound here by clicking replace sound. Oh, sound effect. Let's click on that. This is brand new. Open and close the microwave.
Hey, sweetness.
Woman saying, hey, sweetness. Let's use that.
Hey, sweetness.
Seriously, my favorite thing about TikTok is just the opportunity to be weird and creative and have fun. And yes, some haters are going to come on and be miserable, but who cares? They can just go be miserable because, frankly, we're having a good time and that's all that matters. Oh, you can also change the volume here. If you just tap on that Hey Sweetness lady, you can make her louder or quieter, whatever you want to do. And then just click save. Now, let's say we're done. Let's say this is a masterpiece. It's really not, but let's just say we love it. Go up here, click save.
Hey, sweetness.
Hey, sweetness. I'm just going to turn it down. That's the thing. Like, you will probably have to utilize your volume button because it's just going to keep playing over and over and over, especially if you are adding, you know, stickers or text. And just click right here. It's going to come up and let's type hey sweetness. Hey sweetness. Okay, and then you can choose from the fonts. There are a bunch of brand new fonts that just dropped. Not everyone has them yet. I even heard some people had them and they disappeared. TikTok is just always changing. They roll things out at just different speeds, so not everyone has everything. Let's pick this Telegraph font. And then if you click on this button right here, it outlines it. There's other options. You can just play around and do whatever you like. You can change the color, you know, blue with a yellow outline. There's not too many color options. Hopefully that will also be updated soon. Maybe yellow. That's lovely. You can make it talk by using this, the text to voice option that you've seen, I'm sure a lot of people use, but we already have it. It's already saying it, so we don't need that. Hey, sweetness. You can move it wherever you like. That's so weird. If you move it to the center, that line will come up to let you know that it is centered, and I love that feature. Now, if we don't want it to say hey, sweetness throughout the whole video, this is the weirdest example, you can click on that, and then where it says set duration, that's what we want to use. Set duration. And it's going to bring you to this screen right here. You can also do this in the previous editing window that I showed you. That is also a new addition. I'm just very used to using it this way. So the red is going to show you wherever it's going to show up. And then this is kind of also a little bit difficult, very touch sensitive. You want to click on the white line here to move throughout. So if we check it out with this white play button here, it just pops up at the point where we had made it red. So we want it to be when she actually says it. So let's see, when does she say it?
Hey, sweetness.
Kind of right in the beginning. So like this.
Hey, sweetness.
When you're done, just hit this white check mark here.
Hey, sweetness.
Let's just throw on
Hey,
some kind of a sticker. Self-care. Self-care. You can move it wherever. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. Whatever you want to do. Also, there's another little guiding line here, a little dotted line so that you can see if it's straight across. Let's say we want this sticker to come in after the transition. So we're going to go to set duration. We're going to move it over to, oh, right when those lasers hit it, it's going to appear, and then it'll just stay on for the rest of the video. Just click the white check mark, and there you go. There you have it. If this had been a video where it's just you talking to the camera, you can also go in and add music afterwards in that same area of the editing. On the bottom, it'll say add music, just click. This part's just to quickly show you the sound editing and adding your captions, your closed captioning. So, hello, I'm going to add closed captioning. When you press your red check mark,
Hello, I'm going to add closed captioning.
this right here takes you to your closed
Hello,
captioning.
I'm going-
It just does it automatically,
Hello,
but
I'm going to
if it's
add closed
weird, click on right here with the little pencil, and then you can edit, and you can play it here if you need to
Hello,
hear
I'm
what it
going
is.
to
If it's a really
closed
long one, you're gonna definitely utilize that. Just click on it, just change it, and then when you're done, press save.
Hello, I'm going to add closed.
And then here where it says A with a little box, you can change the font. You can make it look more like regular closed captioning if you want. And then when you're done doing that here, hit save at the top right, and then you can move it. You can make it smaller. You can put it wherever you want on the screen. And now you can click on this right here. It's a little microphone, and that's where you can change the voice effects. This is a devil's advocate voice.
Hello, I'm going to add closed captioning.
Right here where it says clips, click on clips, and you can choose all different types of full GIFs. Like, oh, look at that. That's so nice. The end. You can put that at the end of one of your videos. So it's automatically added there. To move things around, just gonna zoom out by pinching together. Hold down, and then you just slide it over. So now it's at the end. So,
Hello, how are you? The end.
if you wanted to make this more of a close-up, you just tap so that it's illuminated with a blue outline, and then just, oh, look at that. You can also adjust the speed here where it says speed. You can make it go faster. Just drag this little white ball. You can adjust the volume of either one by selecting the clip and hitting volume at the bottom. You can make it louder or quieter. And then you can add a song to it. Here is where your favorites are, your songs that you have saved. Another place you can find your favorite songs is right when you just first start a video and hit add sound. It's right here, favorites. I recommend when you're scrolling through your FYP, just save pretty much any sound that you might possibly want to use. If you're scrolling and you like a sound, click this little circle in the bottom right-hand corner to get to where the sound is, and then click right here, add to favorites. So click on next, and then right here where it says select cover, you click on that, and you can choose what you want your thumbnail to look like. If you wanted to put a name, you could put like Homelander transition, done, and then just move that. If it's shaded up here, it's not going to show up. So you want to make sure that it's in the right area, and then click save. Here you can put your caption, whatever you want it to say, like, I love the boy. You can tag directly within this caption, or you can tag people down here. You can add a location. You can add it to a playlist if you have playlists. I think that comes with 10K followers. When you're done, you just click post. Once you click post, just make sure you stay in the TikTok app while it's uploading. And then as soon as it's done uploading, make sure you go and watch it, because sometimes it can have weird glitches. And depending on how serious you're taking this, you might want to, you know, make it private and fix it and then repost it. It just depends. Like, don't take it too seriously. There you go. You're a TikToker now. Woohoo! I can't wait to see your videos. Tag me and I'll check them out, and I will support you. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to make maybe a video reply to explain further detail.